say hi? Say hi, guys. Jackson. See, I'm 7 months old, guys. I'm 7 months old. I am 7 months old. Yes, are you a big 7-month-old guy? Look, are you 7 months old? I'm 7 months old. Yay! Hey guys, I'm here for Jackson's 7-month update. Like I said, I put him down for a nap, so hopefully he'll sleep through this. This time I tried to make notes, and I need to start doing this now. This is, like I said, a 7-month update. So now that he's 7 months, I need to start taking notes. So next time the video is not so all over the place. So the first thing is Jackson all of a sudden just started talking so much. And I was a preschool teacher. I worked at daycares while I worked my way through college, getting my early childhood education degree and all that stuff. So yeah, I've worked with babies all the way till second graders, because I went to school to be elementary education, but also early childhood education. So I'm used to kids doing stuff early, and I know a lot of people hear their babies say like mom, mommy, blah, like mimic words. And while they are mimicking the words and saying the words, a lot of times people will be like, oh, that's their first word. And to me, the first word is when they're associating it or with somebody or using it appropriately. So Jackson started doing that really early on, and I was like, calm down, Heather. Don't be one of those moms that is like that. But like, started associating words early on with things, and I was like, okay, wow. And recently, like, it's insane. He's been saying mama, mommy, like when he wants me. When he wants Justin now, he'll say dada, 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 and he reaches for Justin. Like, he is very clearly like speaking those words to us and knows what they mean and associating them with things. So I had posted on Facebook, I'm going to try to remember all his words because it's not here, but I had posted it, not on Facebook, on Instagram. So we've got mom, mommy, dada, mber or brr. And if you guys follow me on Instagram, or you might have seen, I don't know if I included it in the vlog, but you guys might have seen on Instagram where he said he was playing in his playroom, and Amber came up to the door and he said burr, burr. He says burr, burr, like we call her burr, burr. And when he sees them, he says it. He hasn't been able to like figure out a way to say Ralph, but I guess Amber was just easier for him because he calls her Berber and Mber. He started Mber at like, guys, I'm not kidding you. He started saying Mber at like 4 months, and we were like, what? And I don't know if it was his phase of trying to mimic it, but yeah. So he also says water. I think I put that in the vlog now. Whenever we're sitting there and he has a sippy cup, he'll start saying water when he wants it. Or I'll be like, do you want water? And he'll reach for it and say water. So let's see, water, burr. He says hi to people, and that is so hard to get into vlogs, because there's one time in Target, like every person he saw, he'd say, he was screaming it. He was like, hi, hi. And we were like laughing. So I pulled out my phone to record it, and then he stopped doing it. So occasionally when he sees people, he greets them with hi, and it's like, I don't know if it's because since he was a baby, whenever he woke up, we'd be like hi, and we still that we're like hi Jackson, or hi baby boy, or hi tater tot, and we've been doing that since he was a newborn. So I guess that's why he picked up on hi so fast. Let me see if I can pull up some of the other words he says. Like pull up my Instagram. But yeah, it's insane. Like overnight he started using these words like a lot and in the proper context, and it was just like, whoa. Like hello. So okay, here it is. Okay, okay, he says yum when he eats. He says yum or yummy. Like he'll take a bite, and again, since he was like started eating, or when he would drink his milk or breastfeed, we'd always say, is it yum? Is it yummy? And so now when he eats, after he takes a bite, he says yum or yummy. If he likes something, like it's very rare that he doesn't like something. More like he's not like wanting to eat anymore than he doesn't say it. But yeah, so he says that. And water. Okay, you got mama, dada. And the last thing he said, he started that at this at like, I think it was like 4 or 5 months. He started like mimicking me saying, trying to say Liam, but his like, you know, my godson, his best friend, my best friend's son, he can't say Liam, but he says Lila, Lila, Lila. And so one day we were driving and I was like, you guys know I won't vlog in the car, obviously, when I'm driving with him for safety reasons. So I didn't get to record it. We were driving to go see Liam and he was crying. I was like, Jackson, we're going to go see Liam. You want to go see Liam? He started going, Lila, 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 Lila. And so now when we talk about Liam, sometimes he goes, Lila, Lila. And that's his way of saying Liam. So it's just like crazy how all of a sudden he's just like, boom, talking so much overnight. He also says, what does he say? Like blah, 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 or blah, blah. No, he goes like blah, 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 blah. It's so funny. He's just such a character. So talking and like his personality has changed so much like overnight. It's crazy. Okay, so let's see the other stuff I had. Okay, he also like screaming in places that got more intense, like not in a bad way or like he's upset. He just likes to go, ah! And then he thinks it's funny. And when we were buying our car, I'm pretty sure the car salesman probably want to kill us because we've been there for so long. And Jackson would be like, ah! And then he'd be like, ah. And then he'd laugh. And I was just like, I'm sorry. I don't know. But he's just discovering his little voice and like being a ham. Like, you know, it is what it is. I wouldn't take him in a nice restaurant with him doing that, but you know, it's kind of like, it's not like he's screaming obnoxiously, like crying. It's just like, ah, and like excitement screaming, if that makes sense. He is really into his like little loveys all of a sudden. Like, he got a puppy one. He's always kind of liked it for my baby shower, but now he's really into it at night. Like when he's falling asleep, he likes to like stroke it like this. And I got him an Elf on a Shelf. It's like my first Elf. It's like this rattle lovey thing. And I got that for him when I was pregnant last Christmas and went on clearance at Target. And I think that's supposed to be like their first Elf on a Shelf, although I bought him an Elf on a Shelf. But it's just like this lovey and it has a rattle. And when he falls asleep, sometimes he likes to hold it and soothe himself by like shaking it and holding it. So he's really into those all of a sudden and cuddling things a lot more than he did before. And he's really into dog stuff all of a sudden. Like everywhere we go, it's either Buzz Lightyear or Toy Story stuff, or he wants something with a dog. And he will, if he sees something he likes, he will take it off the shelf. And a lot of times I just put it back. I don't, let him get everything because, I can't afford to let him buy every dog thing he sees. But like we went in the Disney store and thank God they were on sale, but we got him a Tramp because we knew he liked dogs and he's obsessed with that. And then we went to the Disney store and I was there with my best friend at the mall and I was pushing him around the Disney store and he was looking at all the stuffed animals and just looking around and he saw Lady. And I don't know if he knows like Lady and the Tramp go together from all his books because we don't do screen time, but he saw Lady, or maybe it's just because she was a puppy. He was like, oh, and he grabbed it and just started snuggling it. And I was like, oh gosh, no, don't do this to me. So I was walking around trying to decide if I was gonna just get it or not. And then he saw Pluto and he pulled Pluto in there. And then he saw one of the Dalmatians and they were all $10. It was like a sale. But he had pulled all these stuffed animals in his thing and it was all dog stuff. Like he had no interest in anything else. So he's really into dogs. And what I ended up doing was I was like, you have to pick one. Like you can't have all three. So I put them all in front of him and he snatched Lady back. And still I was thinking about it, but then he threw up on it. So I had to buy it. Spit up on it. I'm like, you planned this, didn't you? So he's really into grabbing anything with dogs like that or dog stuffed animals. He just giggles and he loves them. And I don't really like stuffed animals personally. I think they harbor a lot of allergens and I had a lot growing up. So it's like, I'm not going to be mean and be like, you can't have stuffed animals. But I'm like, I said I wasn't going to do a lot of stuffed animals. And I don't, like he mostly just has like some Disney ones and stuff. But I don't want to get like so many stuffed animals because we have bad allergies and I think Jackson does too. So I'm like, with the dog stuff, that's the one thing I just give into because he clearly is obsessed with dogs. So we went to Whole Foods and they have all their Doug and Melissa stuff out. And I wish I could have got this for him. I really do, because it was like a life-size stuffed dog, and I want to say they're like $60. I just couldn't afford it, but he really he was like and he was just like so excited, and I just like, they had them out, and they had like I remember they had like several different kinds. They had like a lab and like a husky, and it was like so cute, and they're like stiff, and they're like life-size and posed, and those didn't bother me because it's like, I don't know. I just thought they were really cute, and especially because his first birthday, I'm going to do a dog theme. I was like, I really wish I could afford to get that for him, because he was like, that was the most stoked about dog stuff I've ever seen him, but I couldn't afford it. So that and Toy Story stuff in the stores, and they have like Toy Story ornaments out. He's been grabbing them when he's in the cart. Anything Toy Story, like that's his favorite books. So I think Justin hadn't seen him do it. I've always been like, because Jackson's always with me, or I'm always carrying around places when we go places. And so Justin hadn't seen him do it. And I think Justin was starting to think I was crazy and like just like wanting to buy him stuff. And then we were in Target the other night, and I was looking at baby clothes on clearance, and they had this Buzz Lightyear shirt on the table. They had like a bunch of stuff, and it sucks because it was long sleeve, so I couldn't get it in the 12-month, and they went from 12 and up, so I got it in like 2-year-olds because I'm thinking by next winter he might fit in it. So anyways, this Buzz Lightyear one was out there, and he goes and he grabs it, and I'm like, oh, thank God Justin saw that, because I think Justin was starting to think I was nuts and just like buying stuff for him. And I was like, see, because he didn't care about anything else. We had been in the clothes section, but he saw that Buzz Lightyear shirt, and he was like, and it was on sale for $6, and he like, we're at 9-month to 12-month clothes now, and he has like nothing from here on out, like a few outfits and stuff, not a lot of stuff. Mostly he has a lot of jammies, but like clothes wise, it's sparse. So after the holidays, we're gonna have to go to the Carter's outlet and try to buy him some clothes, because it gets really sparse here. I'm so glad that some of you guys have been so sweet and sent him clothes, because I don't think he would have barely anything if y'all hadn't sent stuff, especially not pajamas. So things for that. But yeah, so now whenever I see clothes and stuff, I'm like, no, that's okay, because you need clothes. So that's the whole grabbing thing, and like what he's obsessed with. This boy loves to eat. He will eat like any vegetable. He's not picky about anything. He loves like all his vegetables. A lot of stuff that some of my friends' babies are like, I'm not eating that. Like my godson from day one will not eat peas. And I know a lot of babies are like that, but Jackson loves peas. He loves everything. Sorry if this is a little choppy. I still have like my lung infection and stuff, and my sinus infection, and I did a breathing treatment before I started recording a bunch of stuff today. But this is my last video, and my asthma is kicking up again. So, sorry. I have like fluid in my lungs. So it's like after the breathing treatment, after about an hour after the breathing treatment, it starts to become like a struggle again. So, okay. Where was I? Oh yeah, he loves to eat. He's not picky about eating. He'll eat anything. He loves all his vegetables. He loves quinoa. Like, the boy loves to eat. And yeah, so there's no struggle really. There's no vegetable. He likes tropical fruits. We've done mangoes, we've done guavas, we've done all kinds of stuff, and he loves it all. He loves peas, green beans, beets, just everything. So yeah, he loves to eat, and he loves water. I'm not giving him juice. There's no reason to give them juice. In my eyes, like if you give your baby juice, that's not judgment. I'm just saying, in my eyes, for like my child, I don't see a purpose in giving him juice. And he doesn't know what he's missing. It's the same thing with foods. Like if he's never had those things or had unhealthy things, then how does he know he's missing it? You know what I'm saying? So occasionally, like when he gets bigger, as like kind of like I don't know, like something besides water, I might give him coconut water, just like a little flavor, and it's really hydrating and got a lot of electrolytes. But for the most part, he's just gonna drink water, and he loves water, so it's great. His pediatrician at his 6 months appointment said start giving him the sippy cup to play with and get used to, so by the time he turns a year, he's able to drink out of it. But like, I'm like, I kid you not, we bought the sippy cups, like the ones that all the kids used that were most favorable in the preschool that I worked at and stuff. And So I just went with the cups that were most popular and the soft tip for that 1 year to 18-month age. And I mean, the boy picked it up like right away. He just started drinking his water. So he loves water. I try not to give him too much though, because I know like they're still not supposed to have too much water, because it can kind of like wash out their electrolytes and give him like water poisoning. So I do limit only 3 ounces of water a day, and then his milk and everything. He's also really good at using his pinchers, and we do a lot of he's really good at using his pinchers and self-feeding early on. Some babies don't get good at that till closer to 9 months, but I've worked a lot with fine motor skills with him, so he's able to feed himself once a day. Okay, like one meal, usually breakfast, is self-fed, and Justin likes giving that to, not self-fed, one of us feeds him. Justin likes doing breakfast with him, so he gets extra time with him in the morning. So Justin feeds him in the morning, and then usually for lunch, I let him, sometimes I switch it up. I'll let him self-feed for lunch, or I'll let him self-feed for dinner. And then the other meal, like one of us, that's a huge spider, one of us will feed him. Oh my God, I gotta kill this spider.
Oh my God, please don't jump. Please don't jump. Oh my God. Oh, he jumped. Okay. Oh my God.
Just a hot mess today, guys. A hot mess. So yeah, once a meal, I'll let him self-feed. Things like bananas cut up, avocados. I will steam his, he really likes sweet potatoes and peas and all that stuff. So I'll take soft vegetables and steam them and cut them up really fine, and he'll self-feed himself that way. But we only do that maybe like one meal, and then it's usually around bath time. So you guys might have seen that. I do let him self-feed. I do put liquidy, mushy stuff in his silicone feeder thing, the Easy Peasy thing, and I let him practice with the spoon. He's not great at it. Of course, he's like still small, but he tries. And what I do to help him learn is I let him hold it and I kind of guide him, and it's helped him get like better with spooning stuff into his mouth. I've also let him start eating. So he eats teething wafer things occasionally, just like we're in restaurants and stuff. If I'll feed him, and then if he just wants to like keep eating, or like everyone's eating, he wants to eat, I'll let him self-feed himself those teething wafers. But the Happy Baby ones, I noticed, have salt in them, and I'm sure it's a small amount, but I wasn't like thrilled about that when I saw that. The Plum Organics one don't have salt, so I don't know how much longer I'm gonna buy those. I might still buy them, but I told Justin I do not want him having those that often, like daily on the daily. Maybe like every other day as a treat, or when we're out only doing something and he wants to like have something to do at a restaurant. So what I started doing was buying Happy Baby puffs, because we were at one of my godson's appointments for his heart, and my best friend had some puffs, and she's like, has he tried puffs? I'm like, no, but I think he's ready, because we said like we were both like he chews, so we let him try puffs, and he does really well with those. And the Happy Baby puffs, like I read all the ingredients, I didn't see any salt, so I'm more happy with those. And plus it practices fine motor skills. A lot of the time he throws a lot of the puffs and then he throws half and eats half. So he does throw them, but he's really enjoying them, and I'm glad that it helps him work on his fine motor skills. And then whatever he throws, Amber and Ralph usually pick up. So he's moved on to eating puffs now too. But again, like kind of like a treat, or I need him in a restaurant to have something to do, or whatever, like not like we're constantly eating those things, because I don't want to say they're like baby junk food, but I kind of feel like they're like baby treats, or I don't know. So I like him to mostly eat vegetables and fruits and stuff like that, but I'm not like totally crazy. I let him eat puffs and stuff, and so we moved on to puffs, and he does like that. He's also been he's always inched bugs since he was like 2 and 3 months old. He started like scooching very slowly on the floor. He's always done everything super early. He's still pretty advanced on everything, is what his doctor said recently. He's always like two and sometimes 3 months ahead on milestones. So he started actually crawling like last month. in the 5th month. But in his 6th month, his belly crawl is like insane. He goes so fast. He's all over the place. He climbs into things now, like into boxes, knocks stuff over, tries to pull up on stuff. Like, he is a mess with the belly crawling. And then also he has started doing the pulling up on all fours. You guys have seen that in the vlogs, and the rocking, and every day he does it more. He's started moving his hands out, and now we've got knee movement, but we haven't actually gone into the all 4 crawls yet. So at 6 months he did start the pulling up and preparing for it and the rocking, but he is crawling. It's just not the crawling like that. It's more like pulling himself around on his belly crawl. He's been doing that since about 5 months old, but 6 months old, it was like all of a sudden, like boom, super intense. He's been sitting up since 4 months unassisted, so that's been a while ago, but he doesn't fall anymore, like, ever. But I'm still really paranoid, like, in the tub, because once in a blue moon he'll like reach for something, and I don't know what he does, but reach for something, or he leans too far back and he'll go to catch himself and he won't. So I'm still a little too paranoid about the tub. Like, that rarely happens, but I'm just paranoid because I'm so scared of him hitting his head on the tub. So we do have like that bath seat thing, but yeah, sitting up, he's like a pro at that now. So I think that's everything for fine motor skills, except for I also, at the beginning of 6 months, no, I think it was like the end of 6 months. I can't remember. No, the end of 5 months. I cannot remember. I think he was about to turn 6 months. I had already recorded his update though. He pulled up in his crib into the seated position, and now he pulls himself up standing. So we've had to lower his crib and lower his playpen because he'll like pull himself up and stand there. So he started doing that. I want to say it was 5 months, about to be 6 months, but for some reason I think I had recorded the video like the day before he turned 6 months. I don't remember, but for whatever reason it wasn't in the last thing. He started doing it. It started with finding him sitting up, and now it's into standing, and that's when he's not in his Merlin magic suit. When he's in that, like he is right now, he's in the DockATot napping in his Merlin magic suit on my bed, and when he's in that, he just sleeps so good, almost like he sleeps when I'm holding him. It is amazing. And he also, when he's in the Merlin magic suit, he can roll over, but he doesn't really like to, and he doesn't roll over the hump. So I've got a ton of pillows around the bed, so if he does roll out of that, but I have the monitor here, he's in there. I don't feel it's unsafe. Just letting y'all know. I feel like I have to explain myself. So if I find him able to crawl in that suit, like he could crawl over the DockATot, then we're going to stop using it. Mostly it's for supervised, but he's sleeping it so good right now. I'm like, I'm going to sneak in here and do this video. Anyways, I think that's everything. I'm sure I left out something. I always do, but it is what it is. That is Jackson's 7-month update. I cannot believe now he's 7 months. Like, what is happening? It just goes so fast. Yeah, I'm so excited for his first Christmas. I'm like so excited. This time of year is always so special to me. Growing up, my mom made it so special. It was her favorite holiday, and I hope that I can make him love Christmas and make it as special for him as she made it for us. Trying not to cry. This has been a little like digressing. This has been my pregnancy with him, and his first year has been like second to my first year without her. Like emotionally dealing with her loss, even though she's been gone 10 years. It's like having a baby and getting pregnant brought up so much grief for me, and like I'm so excited about his first Christmas, but at the same time I'm going through a lot of grief right now that she's not here to be a part of it. Just like Christmas especially, because it was so special to our family, and me and her, it was so special. We always decorated together. She made me so obsessed with Christmas and like so into it, and it's strange because oh, it's a weed whacker on. You can all hear that? somebody's lawn man is working in the backside of, like, their backside of our house, probably like people behind us, and I was like, what is going on the baby monitor? Oh, that was a good distraction since I'm getting all misty-eyed. But anyway, what I was saying was, I'm grieving a lot right now. I'm really excited. It's his first holiday, but like, I feel like when she passed away, a chunk of my Christmas spirit kind of, I don't know, died a little bit. And then when we dealt with infertility, like, all my Christmas spirit was just like crushed. Yeah, the yard man woke him up. Did that yard man wake you up? Did he? Okay, so infertility just like crushed the rest of my Christmas spirit. And there's a song by Faith Hill. You're looking at yourself. Called Where Are You Christmas? In the beginning, that always makes me cry because that's what I felt like Christmas had forgotten me. I don't know. Having Jackson brought back almost all my Christmas spirit. But there's still a little piece of me that is, I just think, forever crushed that my mom isn't here. And that, I mean, she's with us in spirit. I know that. But she's not here for his first Christmas, especially Christmas. Because I know she would have made it like big and grand because it was his first. I'm trying not to cry. Anyway, so I am excited about Christmas. But a little part of me is grieving. So we're going to wrap this up because he's awake now. And we have a lot of stuff to do to get ready for our Christmas Eve party. Can you say bye, friends? Oh, you're still sleepy. You didn't get a long nap. We put about an hour. That's not bad. He usually takes like 2-hour naps, though, twice a day. But sometimes it's broken up. The total of like 4-hour napping. Sometimes it's broken up, but he's been taking like 2-hour naps twice a day mostly. So that's like his sleep thing. And then he sleeps really good at night. Oh yeah, I do one dream feed at 10 o'clock and then he sleeps through the night now. So sometimes he wakes up crying and I'll get up and I'll rock him a little bit and then he goes back to sleep. But yeah, he sleeps pretty solid from like, he always wakes up at 6. No matter how late he goes to sleep, he'll still wake up at 6. I try to get him in bed by 7, but sometimes it's 7:30 or 8 if we had something going on that night. But he's a really good sleeper now. Yeah. And when we think that he would have been sleeping through the night a long time ago because I think we figured out that Justin's snoring was keeping him awake. And now that he's got a CPAP machine, he doesn't snore at all with that. And Jackson sleeps through the night. And before that, Justin started sleeping on the couch till his CPAP machine came in. And all of a sudden, Jackson's sleeping through the night. So who knows how long he would have been sleeping through the night if we had known. Yeah. Okay, guys. Bye.